Hey everyone, it's LD here. I hope you're all well. So, I have to start this video off by apologising for two different things. Firstly, I'm really sorry this is my first process video in like a month. I have been sick and had other life stuff happening, and yeah, I didn't think you'd want to listen to my gross sounding voice or watch a video with music over it. I honestly don't mind personally having music over scrapbooking videos, but I do prefer voiceovers. So I thought I'd just wait until I got my voice back. So yeah, I've got quite a few videos lined up for you. So yeah, I'm back. And I am also really sorry because the first part of my video is lost. I don't know where it went. And you really didn't miss much. You missed me making this little unicorn, and I'll leave a link to the cut file that I used in the description box. But it was really simple. I just used some kind of plain cardstock and yeah, just pieced it all together and then stitched around the unicorn, and I think he turned out really, really sweet. So yeah, I'm really sorry that that's missing. But you honestly really didn't miss out on much. So I am putting together this little rainbow, and as you can see, I'm using some tracing paper. I just very roughly sort of sketched the kind of size the kind of design and size that I wanted for this rainbow to be, because it just didn't look right with patterned papers. I wanted some of the more solid colours from the collection, and that meant that I had to kind of piece all of these bits together with like tiny little scraps, and it might look a bit janky and a bit sort of weird, but honestly in the final layout you can't tell that this was really like scrappy and put together. I ended up doing some stitching around them, which I think really helped sort of distract from the pieces being like all kind of a little bit mix and match, and yeah, it just really worked in the end, and I wanted the more plain colours. So I think the yellow piece, I did actually use a piece of cardstock from my stash just because I couldn't find like a good solid yellow. And doing some stitching, and that's how it turned out. It's not perfect, but all the bits that aren't perfect are going to be covered up. And I even considered using that background paper, but in the end I decided not to. It was just too much colour with the rainbow, it just looked too busy. So what I did is that I cut out some white clouds. Of course, you know me, can't ever resist not putting a white cloud on a page, and I stitched around them. And then one of the clouds came with like a face. I'm not sure what cut files I used. If you just type in clouds to the silhouette store, they'll come up. And I just thought, well, the statute of limitations is completely off on this layout. Like, a unicorn looks like it's jumping over a rainbow. I might as well have a cloud with a smiley face on it. So, I think that looks really, really cute as well. And now I'm sort of putting everything up on foam, sticking the clouds down, and the bit like at the end of the rainbow that was really like patchy looking, and it got covered up by the clouds, so that was good. And I had, when I made this page, have I talked about what I made this page for? Anyway, I made this page for the Pink Paisley blog for one of the Wild Child weeks. So I'm using the Wild Child collection. I'll leave a link to the blog post down below. I don't think I mentioned that. I'm such an idiot. Anyway, as I was making this page, I had like a bit of a moment where I kept cutting around my photos. It's very old school and whatnot, but yeah, I just really worked with my design for this page. So I had this photo of me when I was little, and it's of me kind of like sitting down, and I'm actually holding like a bunch of family photos, looking through them, and I think I've always been quite a sentimental person, so it's quite fitting for me to now be a scrapbooker. It was my destiny. I joke, but you know. Uh, and yeah, it just really, like, the photo worked on this page basically. Um, and it also, that little pink it blanket, no, picnic blanket die cut piece from the one of the ephemera packs in the collection. Just worked really well there. So yeah, I love the way this looks. I love how kind of pop arty it is. So the chipboard in the Wild Child collection is potentially one of my favourites ever. This says Superfly, or the title of this page is Superfly, and that's from the chipboard thickers. They are so good. There's so much variety on them, and yeah, so many different kinds of titles and different styles and colours. So I feel like it's just a really good item to have because you can create lots of different looks with it, which I really, really like. And this one says Superfly, and I of course had to put it on here because it looks like the unicorn's flying over the rainbow. And yeah, it's just adorable. So I had to install a little bit of logic for this next bit, and I say very, very, very little bit of logic, but my unicorn looks like it's flying over the rainbow, but unicorns don't fly. That's a Pegasus, I think. And so my unicorn just looked like it was a bit floating, and it just didn't look right. It wasn't adhering to the normal rules of unicorn lore, and I had to make it look like he was flying somehow, and I wasn't going to put wings on him, so I decided to cut out and draw a little balloon, and tie the balloon to the unicorn to make it look like the balloon was holding him up. And my my journaling actually says, even unicorns need a little help sometimes, which I just went with whatever I wanted on this page. It's a very me page. It's very random, very kind of whimsical, a little bit stupid, and yeah, I absolutely love how it turned out, and I just think there's no point taking like scrapbooking seriously. Well, I do take it seriously, but just like when I create, it's not like I'm taking myself seriously, and I'm being very kind of pragmatic about creating. It's always just like, create whatever you want else, just have fun. And yeah, it's just so ridiculous. I love it. And I tied a little bow with just some embroidery thread to the top of the balloon to make it look like the balloon was attached to the unicorn. And I'm also, one of the sticker pieces had this like I'm so fancy sticker, like speech bubble, and I thought that would look really cute, sort of looking like it was something I was saying, but it was attached to another little embellishment thing, so I just cut that up because you can customize all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I just added some more flowers around the bottom of the page, just because flowers are pretty, and yeah, I just thought it looked cute. I also put one of the little flower stickers in my hair because this is very kind of, I don't know, it just felt quite hippie to me, like 60s, 70s kind of vibe. So, I've got my pink it blanket. Oh my god, picnic blanket. With my flowers around me and my little guitar. So, yeah. And there's also puffy stickers in this collection. And look at those. Yeah, I stitched like 3 of them coming down from that cloud with a smiley face. And yeah, I just love how like they look. They look very ombre and very cool. And yeah, like I'm just adding the finishing touches now. There are rub-ons in this collection, which I am obsessed with. the different colours, and they've got loads of like little images as well, so they're great for like kind of sprinkling on your page. So these are little stars, which are perfect because I just felt like I needed like a little bit more colour on the background, but I didn't know what to add because I didn't want to, you know, put anything too massive on there. It would just distract from all the other craziness. So yeah, the stars were perfect, and yeah, I love stars on my pages, and I love rub-ons. So these are like just the perfect thing ever. Rub-ons are really satisfying to use, I always think, as well, because yeah, they just go on so easily. Apart from here where I was really struggling to take the backing off, so but yeah, I think that was just because I broke my nail, so it was short. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I added a few more of these star rub-ons and some clear iridescent sequins, and I called that layout good. I'm slightly obsessed with the way this turned out. I am just in love with it. I had so much fun making it, and yeah, it's now up on display on my wall because yeah, I love it that much. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and it was a good one to kick things off from my unintentional vacation. And yeah, I'll be back very, very soon with even more videos and whatnot. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.